Welcome to another week of A Friendly Nudge. So this week we're going to make Tuscan chicken, or at least that's what I'm going to call it. And it's a dish that I've made for years, just kind of different variations of it. So this one it's chicken breast based, and then we've got sun-dried tomatoes and garlic, and red onions and kale, and then bone broth, chicken bone broth, cannellini beans, olive oil, sherry vinegar, some crushed red pepper, and then salt and pepper. And then what I don't show here, but I top it off with Pecorino Romano. You could also use it like a Parmesan Reggiano, but just something to kind of add that little salty, cheesy piece at the end. But you know, that is completely up to you. But I think you're going to like this dish. It's versatile and it's delicious. So, you know, what I'm going to do is just start off slicing the onions the way I normally do, which is thin, and then I just cut them up into kind of irregular pieces, because the fact that they're all the same thickness is going to like have them cook kind of at a similar doneness. And then I'm going to just get the skin off of the garlic, and then dice 2 cloves of garlic. And, you know, I always just try to get everything prepped ahead of when I start to cook, so that, you know, once you get to that part, it's easy. These are just sun-dried tomatoes. These are not ones that were soaked in olive oil. And then I'm going to cut the chicken breast up just kind of into bite-sized pieces. And yeah, don't worry, I'm going to wash the cutting board whenever I'm done. But yeah, I'm just going to get all this together on a plate, and then we'll have all our ingredients ready, and be time to get going. So got some olive oil in the skillet, and I'm going to get the chicken in there to get it to start to cook. Because you know, this thing, like most of the things I cook here, it's like I want it to be something that comes together for you pretty quick. So, you know, we're just going to get that to where it starts to cook the chicken, and then I'm going to put the onions in there. We'll put a fat pinch of salt, and let's see, what's our next ingredient? I believe, yep, sun-dried tomatoes, because these are going to have to soften up, which they will over time, and then just give that a good stir. You know, the chicken is stuck to the bottom, and I don't worry about, you know, okay, is there like a little pieces left on the bottom, because that's just going to help us end up, you know, building a good stock. I'm putting the garlic on. You know, I almost always put the onion on first. The biggest thing with garlic is just making sure that you don't burn it, because if you do that, then it's going to have a real bitter taste. I just want to kind of see, all right, what's the temp on the chicken? It's it's got a little bit of time to go. It's cooking down a little bit more there. Now I'm going to get the kale in, but the pot is really crowded. You know, I could have used more like a stock pot, but you know, I think that would have been kind of awkward. So what I'm going to do is just kind of press the kale in as the best I can, and then I'm just going to stick a lid on it for a couple of minutes and let the steam in there do some work. And you can see it's already kind of softened it up, so now I can get it mixed in there. And now all I'm going to have to do is just add the beans in. I'll add just a little bit of the chicken stock. So we'll get a little chicken stock. I don't use very much, because there's the chicken breasts also release some juice. So yeah, I'm going to get the beans in there now. And all I did with that, this is just a can of cannellini beans that I've rinsed and then just stuck in the colander so that they would dry. And so now I'm just going to add these in, and then as soon as these come up to temp, then this is going to be good to go. So just going to get all that mixed in. I'm going to add the crushed red pepper just to kind of give it a little bit of pop. And then I want to check, kind of see, all right, does it need any kind of salt? You know, the broth has some salt in it, and I put a pinch in earlier. So now what I'm going to do is just add some sherry vinegar. Excuse me. And this will kind of add some brightness to it. So what I like is that we've got this, and now we're going to also get kind of a salty umami addition whenever we add that Pecorino Romano. But yeah, this is where I want it to go. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then just grate the pecorino on there, and just kind of give it a good dusting. But this stuff was absolutely delicious. I think you'll love it. Have a wonderful week and play with your food.